Hello, I'm Aiden on behalf of Safe Software. Our mission is to help our customers get maximum value out of their data, and as founding members of the ODA since 1998, we've made heavy use of ODA libraries in our data integration platform, FME, to accomplish that mission. The ODA drawing and civil SDKs have allowed our users all over the world to get their data in and out of DWG files. The DGN SDK does the same for DGN files. And more recently, we've been expanding our use of the BIM RV SDK, allowing our users to unlock the data in their Revit files. Validating the accuracy, clarity, and correctness of CAD files is necessary to mitigate any project defects and ensure that standards are met throughout the project. Many of our users in local, regional, and federal governments rely on FME to ensure these standards are enforced. By using ODA libraries, our software reads in all the data contained in CAD files submitted by the engineers and architects who produce them. This data can then be automatically checked to ensure it meets the standards unique to the organization that is receiving the data. Thanks to ODA libraries, we can extract and validate the values of parameters and element geometry for correctness. The list of potential things to check is as varied as the data itself, but some of the things our users look for include parcel boundaries forming closed shapes, all required parameters per the standard having a value set, parcels and boundaries having correct areas compared to what is reported in parameter values, and georeferencing points being present and correct. Our users are also often concerned with validating metadata about the files themselves, something that we also leverage ODA libraries for. These can include the size of drawings matching the standard for displaying purposes, uniform fonts and colors used throughout the drawing, the drawing scale matching the rest of the drawings in the project. Obviously, there is so much more data that can be validated using ODA libraries, but we don't have time to cover them all. Thanks to these validation efforts, however, our users are well equipped to reduce the effects of garbage in, garbage out. To further the idea of validation, we can look at specific use case from a municipal government located quite close to SAFE's headquarters. The team in charge of maintaining and improving the city's infrastructure like pipes, water mains, and roads receives many CAD drawings and other data in all forms, and the huge amount of work required to check over this data was overwhelming. It's very important for them to stay on top of this data. It contains key information like maintenance schedules, part lifetimes, and materials used. They decided to adopt the Master Municipal Construction Document standard, which is based on Civil 3D, as a requirement for their incoming and in-house data. Using FME as part of their automated drawing submission process, the team was able to completely eliminate the need for manual review and improve their data quality across the board. FME, of course, relies heavily on the ODA Civil and Drawings SDK to accomplish this. The sheer amount of information that can be accessed in a file using ODA libraries gives our users complete control over what parameters, geometries, and settings should be checked for correctness. Finally, some information about how the BIM RV SDK is proving invaluable to our users. As you may be aware, there are many initiatives for uniformizing BIM models all around Europe. One such example being the Information Delivery Standard, or ILS. This standard enforces a set of rules for BIM models that can ensure they can be seamlessly shared between companies and interested parties without confusion. In the near future, companies will have to create ILS-compliant models before they can be accepted in other contexts. Our users are leveraging our ever-growing BIM support powered by the BIM RV SDK to validate their files and ensure that they meet these standards, making it a cornerstone of creating these files from the get-go. Rules such as all walls should have a fire rating, or door offsets should not exceed 10 centimeters to be accessible to those with a disability, become trivial to check with the rich parameter and geometry reading support that BIM RV provides FME and our users.